This isn't like me officially looking at drip marketing for Genshin yet, but I do want to talk about Genshin for a bit. I gotta talk about this character. I gotta talk about this character. I gotta talk about this character. All right, I'm pulling her up. Hold up. I don't know anything about this character, but hold on. Let me make sure I got this going on. All right. Boop. All right. Also, I'm getting a new desk for the new place. It's gonna be really exciting. All right. Now, a reminder, chat. I don't know jack shit. I don't know jack shit about what's currently happening in Genshin. I know that there's a thing called Not Cry, which is space or something. I don't know. But this character, her name is Ineffa. Ineffa? I don't know how they're pronouncing it. And I don't know anything about this character, right? But this character is apparently, I've seen so much controversy. People are like, oh, it's too robotic. Oh, it's not robotic enough. Oh, she doesn't have skin. Ah, she's naked, blah. Can I might have the hottest take here. And if my model is any indication, I fucking love this design. I have one gripe with it. I have one gripe with this design. And I'm going to show you what it is right here. Hold up. I'm going to show you my one gripe with this design. My one gripe with this design. It has no lines. It has no lines under the eyes to indicate that it's a robot. Why would it? Where are my cave storylines? I must have them. It's the only way I'll know that they're an actual robot. It's not even a real like critique. I actually like really fuck with the design. But I'm also a Mega Man robot sci-fi head ass. So like it makes sense. I thought she was human. No, like I mean it's very Aegis, like from Persona 3 Reloaded. I love the mechanical parts. I love that the that it's just straight up like a screw. Like here, I love the pole. Is this like a chainsaw? I don't know. I love the coat. I think it's really cool. And I've seen a lot of the complaints being like, oh, why are there robots in Genshin Impact? And I was like, I'm sorry. Did we miss Fontaine? Like, did we miss Mondstadt? Like, what are we talking about? I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of complaints for like this stuff that doesn't need to be complained about. And I love how this is different. This looks so cool. I love the earpiece. I love the crown. I don't even know what this hat is about. I'm so curious to hear what she sounds like, you know? But I love it. I love the design. I think it looks really cool. I do wish, an actual genuine criticism here, I do wish the eyes were a little different. Like, I can see that they're trying to do like a robot Marks kind of thing. I wish they did a little bit more with the eyes. Like, I wish the eyes were even more robotic. People missed Natlin? Did people miss Sumeru? I mean, and also, I know that there's a lot of, because I've even said this when it comes to Mavuka. Hey, Silver Firefly, thank you for the 5 gifted. I know that there's a lot of, critique when it comes to Mavuka because she's in a biker jacket and all that stuff. My complaint with Natlin wasn't Mavuka herself, but it felt like throughout all of the characters we've seen, there wasn't really any synergy, right? Because like I feel like if you spot someone from Fontaine, you know they're from Fontaine. If you spot someone from Sumeru, you know they're from Sumeru. If you spot someone from Inazuma, you can tell they're from Inazuma. That was my thing with Natlin, because you have Kanich, who is very Kingdom Hearts looking. Then you have Chaska, who looks like they belong in a Western. And I understand that Natlin's whole thing is that it has different clans, and I'm sure that if I play the game, it'll be like, oh, I'm starting to see why this all makes sense. Or maybe not. I don't fucking know. Again, I haven't played it. And Ineffa is more HSR vibes. You really think so? I don't know. I actually don't think so at all. Because dude, I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to tell you why this is an HSR vibes. If you said Impact 3rd, I will give you that. But this, if she was if she was meant to be from HSR, she would look like Lygus. She would have Lygus's face, which now that I look up Lygus, I'm actually a little terrified. She would have more like Screwlum, more like Lygus, you know, like this, or like this, you know? So I don't think it's really giving HSR as much as people think it is. It's also, by the way, I don't understand why people think this Lygus looks ugly. I think it looks cool as shit. It does remind me a lot of JoJo Part 6. Poochie. It reminds me a lot of Poochie from JoJo Part 6. Like, the design. He is ugly and he's cool as shit. Bro, he gives off Destiny more than anything. The pose definitely Dragon Ball. But yeah, I don't understand why people don't I can understand why people don't like it, but I don't understand why people think it doesn't fit in the Genshin world. I personally think this gives off more Genshin than the initial Mavuka design, right? Than just the biker jacket. But that's me personally. Because like we've seen mechs all throughout Genshin, right? So for me, personally, I just think it makes more sense. Also, thank you for the raid, Ian the Iguana. Appreciate you. Also, I don't know if I said the Blummermaid, thank you for the 30 months. Maybe because Genshin by nature feels more fantasy than sci-fi to people, which I do agree. I do agree, Chaos, because I felt that way too. But then when you open your fucking eyeballs, you notice that it's a blend of fantasy and sci-fi. Like, you literally open your fucking eyeballs and like you realize, oh, there have been mechs and all of this weird shit all the time. The color palette is a little of, what are you trying to say? I personally like the color palette. It does give off Hydro as opposed to Electro, but I mean, it's a robot, so. It's had sci-fi edges from the start. Right. Like, I feel it's maybe their whole thing was that they were teasing the sci-fi and just to warm us up for this. And I don't think people realized how much sci-fi there was. I bet you if this was more, I bet you if her color palette was more brown, like the Ruin Guards, I bet you folks would not bat as much of an eye. Like if the white parts, like these silver parts, were more in the color scheme of the mecha of the Ruin Guards, I bet you people would be like, oh. But if you look here, like this part specifically, I swear to God, I'm not trying to sexualize this shit. It's just the part that gives off the Ruin Guard, the Ruin Guard colors. Like the orange shit right here gives off that Geo, like this specific like corset looking color. The Raiden puppet is literally a mech too. Like that's the thing, right? But I don't know. I mean, Mavuka rides a hecking motorcycle. Yeah, but that was already so divisive. You know what I mean? Like, so many people were very divisive when it came to Mavuka's design. Even now, right? Especially because I know, because the internet, I know there is another design of Mavuka that is more in line with what people wanted out of Mavuka. And I have to agree. I do much prefer the Mavuka previous... before leather jacket. So Kinich has been 10. To me, Kinich gives off Kingdom Hearts. But there are so many of those characters that so my gripe with Natlan, the characters, not that the designs individually were bad, but as a whole, it gave off, they all gave off they were from a different region, as opposed to they all come from Natlan. Does that make sense? She doesn't give Electro just by her design. Yeah, but I feel like they've started to like stray away from it's like, oh, let's make the color palette look like what their, you know, element is supposed to be, which I feel like is fair because you don't want to limit it, right? Because just because someone's green, it shouldn't be that they're, you know, Dendro. And just because someone is cyan, they shouldn't be fucking Animo. And because someone is purple, they shouldn't, they should be Electro, right? So, because then you're just limiting the color palette of what you've got, and then everybody's going to end up looking the exact same color, right? There's Beto and Kazuha. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I don't know. I just want to talk about it a little bit because we haven't really talked about drip marketing when it comes to Genshin Impact in a while. And I saw this design. It's really funny because Twitter be Twitter. and they were showing off this design a little bit earlier, and I was like, I don't know what the hell that is, but I like it. And then when Genshin showed it off, I was like, oh, it is an actual design, and I really liked it. Jokes aside, I am serious. I mean, if you look at me, chat, I love it when the robotics have like the lines under their eyes, right? It's something that I really like in Cave Story. It's something that I really like in Mega Man Battle Network and in Base. Because like, here, let me show you. Mega Man. And I know what you're thinking. It's like, but Mega Man doesn't have the lines in this face. And I was like, you are right. But the thing is, they have like something to like make it go down. It gives off face plating. Exactly. It gives off face plating. And that's what I really, really fuck with. Because like, check this out. I'm gonna show off Proto Man and Base, which are some of my favorite fucking designs. And then I'm gonna show off Zero from Battle Network, which is not an actual version of Zero. It's like, it was from the GameCube game, and he was a virus. It's a whole thing, I promise you, chat. But yeah, if you look at this, right? So Base right here has these lines, right? And it kind of gives off that like the mouth and the face are separated slightly. Same with like Proto Man here. It almost gives the illusion that they're hiding shit. And Base, specifically in Battle Network, has the whole thing cover the sides. And it's just a me thing. I mean, even Heatman over here, right? Like, you know, you can tell that it's like, oh, that's where his face goes. And I don't even know who the fuck this is that I'm covering. But even they have like the side thing. And it's just me being a sucker for Mega Man designs. Like, look, you can see the circle here. That's where the mouth is supposed to go. And Plant Man, I'm going to assume his name is Plant Man. Like, they all have, like, kind of helmets. And that's, I mean, if you look at my design with the visor, that's kind of what I was going for, because I'm a sucker for it. And then if you look at Zero, so this version of Mega Man, this version of Zero is Virus Zero from Mega Man Battle Network, the GameCube game, which is Battle Transmission. And you can see that it also has, like, a similar thing where it's, like, a headpiece. It gives off very Darth Vader, right? So to that end, with Ineffa, wherever the hell she went, to Ineffa, that is my one thing. Like, if you're going to do like a robot or something, for me personally, when it comes to robots and you want to make them humanoid, just to, like, if you want to give the impression that like she is supposed to be confused for a humanoid, then fine, right? But if you're trying to make it point blank that it's like, oh, this is clearly a robot, other than the body part, I would like the lines or something to give off the cheeks that it's like, oh, this is a faceplate. But that's just me, because I'm a sucker for Mega Man and I just want more Mega Man. That's the reality. I just want more Mega Man. But yeah. That's how I feel. Oh man. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on Ineffa. Do you like her design? Do you hate her design? I didn't even read what she's about, and I don't even want to. I just want to talk about drip marketing, and because I know this design has been very controversial. Some people like it, some people hate it, some people love it, some people despise it. But yeah, take it how you will. Definitely gives off, I guess. I don't even know if this is going up on YouTube, but if it does, hey, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Subscribe, check us out live on twitch.tv/Cyyuvtuber. Bye.